Hey there, Fletcher from All Things Overlanding here, and today I'm talking about this OKMO 100 amp hour LiFePo4 battery. If you're looking for an inexpensive way to get a house battery or some sort of a dual battery setup or something to use to put into like a power box to, be able to recharge devices like your phone or to run a refrigerator or something like that if you're going camping or overlanding, this is a great budget option from a company that I've had some other products from before. So again, I just wanted to share this with you as an option if you're looking for a 100 amp hour LiFePo4 battery. So if you want to learn more about the OKMO 100 amp hour battery, stay tuned.
Understand where it came from, but you got it, my got it. It began in the land of the sandstorm. I fought it, though I wanted everything to do with what you gave to me. Loosening my grip.
All right, guys, so as I mentioned in the intro, this is the OKMO 100 amp hour LiFePo4 battery. I'll throw the dimensions up on the screen here just so you kind of have those if you're planning a build around a battery like this. I do feel like it feels to me like it's a little bit thinner and a little bit smaller than the other 100 amp hour batteries that I've had. So I do think that it is slightly smaller. I'll also throw a link in the description below to the battery box that I've used with a battery like this, that I've used to run a fridge for several days, or you can run diesel heaters off of it. But it's a really inexpensive way. Combining a LiFePo4 battery like this with an inexpensive battery box gets you a really nice portable power station with no restrictions. And what I mean by that is, when a diesel heater starts up, it pulls a ton of power, usually like 130, 140 watts. So when that happens, oftentimes it will exceed the protections built into a portable power bank, like, a Jackery or a Blue Eddy. Now, some of those you don't have a problem with, but it's always kind of hit or miss. Whereas if you have one of these batteries, just a plain old LiFePo4 that's literally a positive and a negative hooked up to a battery box, it basically doesn't have any of those restrictions. So I've been able to start up diesel heaters, run them for days and days, and have no problems with that. So again, I'll put a link to this and that battery box in the description below. That's probably what I would use something like this for. Now, I'll also throw up here on the screen its protections. It has the pretty standard stuff, right? If it gets low temp, it's going to protect it so that you don't damage the battery. It's going to prevent it from being overcharged or undercharged. So it's got all those typical protections in it. Now, as you can see, it does have these removable posts on the top here. You do have to install those when you first get it, so you basically just screw them down in there. But I like that because, again, it makes it really easy to add accessories, to wire in lines and stuff, tighten these down, and you're good to go. Obviously, the red is positive, the black is negative. Now, one thing that I do really like about the design is these handles. So basically, when these handles fold down, it just looks like it's totally square. They don't stick out, so they're not going to get caught on things. But then when you lift them up, they kind of lock into place, just like that, and then you've got nice handles. And they're super beefy and sturdy. I mean, I've carried this thing around. Again, I ran a diesel heater off of it, and I've run a refrigerator off of it over a few different trips now. But I like that these handles just fold right down into it and basically become part of the battery. I think that's really slick. So again, not a ton to talk about because this is just your basic 100 amp hour battery. But again, I have heard of the company OKMO, so I do like that. And I like the design of it quite a bit. So if you're looking for something like that, again, I'll put a link in the description down below. This may be a good option for like a portable battery bank or a house battery for your build. All right, guys, so that will do it for the OKMO 100 amp hour LiFePo4 battery. Again, there are a ton of options out there, right? There are a ton of different brands that make similar batteries to this. The reason that I picked this one up is just because, again, I've had their like full-on, portable power bank before, and it was great. So when I saw that they had these batteries, I just figured it was a great option to check out. I've run a couple of fridges off of it. I even ran a diesel heater off of it on a recent trip, and it works fine, right? It's a LiFePo4 battery. So if you're looking for an option that is from a decent name brand that's not $1 million, this may be a good option for you. And I'll put a link in the description down below so that you can easily find it. Also in the description below will be links to all my social channels, so wherever you want to come hang out, I'd love to have you. There's also a join button below this video that basically is just a passive way to support the channel, but also gets you early access to all the videos. Also below this video is a link to my website where I've got funny overlanding, camping themed patches and stickers, things like "Don't burn your wiener and it's a hot dog," or "I hate people so I camp," that kind of stuff. So if you want patches for your headliner, or if you want stickers for like your back windows or anything like that, definitely check that out. And then last but not least, there's a link to the Newbie Overlanders Facebook page. This group is totally free to join, and it's just an awesome resource if you're new to overlanding, or if you're experienced and you're just kind of tired of the bullying and the big groups and all the negativity. Definitely check it out. But again, I hope that was helpful for you, and we'll see you next time.